Hey everyone, welcome and thank you for joining us today. Today we are going to be talking about why we moved to Texas.
Yes. Ooh, it's gonna be fun.
I don't know how fun it is.
Well, I feel like our story is kind of different from most people that we meet out here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So we've had an urge to move to Texas for maybe 10 years?
You had an urge to move to Texas for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then so fast forward, like in the beginning of our marriage, Myers he brought up moving to Texas, and I was just like not on board at all. I was just like attached to California.
Family, friends,
church. I was very attached to like what was familiar, and I was not open to it. And then so years went on, and we would casually laugh about it or talk about it here and there. But it would still come up. It was still like a conversation that would come up every now and then. And I would say about 5 years ago, or a little over 5 years ago, is when we really started to like get serious about Texas. We were like talking to people that lived over here. We were researching it. I knew someone that moved from California here, and I got on the phone with her. Like, we were like really looking into it. And then it was so weird. We all of a sudden stopped, and we moved on with our life, and we kind of forgot about Texas for a little bit. You want to jump in and tell them what happened next?
Yeah, then at that point, we were started to look for a home to purchase in California. Mm-hmm. And this was did COVID hit at this time?
No, this was at the end of 2019. Okay. Like around November of 2019. We started to look. We found a home that we liked in a beautiful neighborhood. And
right, so we started to prepare mentally and believe in God for this.
Yes, put our faith out there.
Yeah, this amazing home that we had found.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of strange because that week,
right at that time,
it was person after person that we would like connect with would just randomly bring up Texas or say, hey,
it was everywhere.
Yeah, hey, I'm moving to Texas, or hey, I'm gonna go visit Texas, or hey, have you guys thought about Texas? So it was just strange.
It was really weird. It was right at the time. Yeah. Like, we literally printed out a picture, you guys, of a house that we fell in love with. We put it on a refrigerator, and we were like, let's begin to believe God for this house. This was in California. Right at that time, it was Texas everywhere. And we both were like, oh my gosh, like, why Texas is coming up a lot? Like, we were both kind of like, oh yeah. It was like, we're so dumb. God was probably like, really? We were both like, oh yeah, we forgot about Texas. Like, oh yeah. It was so crazy how it happened. And then we decided, let's start looking into Texas. I know it was God now, we knew it was God at the time too, because of the way that it happened. It was just so unique and so interesting. It was almost like the Lord was just like prodding us, like, oh wait, remember this, so
yeah. And then we started, and because there was mixed feelings and mixed signals going on, we were like, okay, we took down a picture off the refrigerator. We're like, okay, we're not gonna believe for that because we don't know what's gonna happen now. So we took that down, got rid of that,
we started praying,
and then started praying, and then we just were like, you know what? Let's go out to Texas and see what it's like. Let's take the whole family out and see what it's like.
Yeah, and we were both in agreement. We're like, we didn't tell anybody yet. We just said, let's go visit.
Yeah.
See how we feel, and then come back home to California and let's pray and let's see what the Holy Spirit shows us. And so that's kind of what we did. We came out in February 2021, right?
Yes.
After the big freeze that Texas had out here. We were actually scheduled to come out here during the freeze, and we had to reschedule, obviously, because everything was shut down. So we came out here during that time. We visited Frisco. That's where we stayed. Wait.
No.
Mckinney?
Yeah,
no,
Frisco
it was
borderline,
Frisco.
because where we are now in a rental, the hotel that we stayed in is just about
10 minutes.
5-10 minutes down on this street right here that we're on, just down the road. So we was tripping out on that too. We were like, oh my gosh, we got a rental right in the place that we were. But yeah.
So really, like, we came out in February of 2021, and we liked it. We didn't really have anyone out here to like help guide us or anything, so we kind of were just like visiting places. Like, we went to the mall, we went to Target, like we just wanted to see what life was like out here on a regular day. And so that's what we did. We did drive around some neighborhoods, but we had no idea where we were where we were driving, nothing. And it was so fun and so exciting. And
yeah, I think the perception was that it was going to be like a lot of ranches and cowboys and not really city like.
No, I didn't have that perception.
Yeah.
That's like Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth is like that.
Fort Worth is more cowboy, but we did not want that. Obviously, like, we're city.
We wanted to be able to go to it, but not live in it. But what I like about McKinney is, like, I don't know how much longer it's going to be this way, but you could drive down the street and you could see a McDonald's and a Target and a Walmart and all that kind of stuff, and then in between you see like
some cows
and like
so it's
fields and land. So it's really nice.
Yeah, it's not just McKinney though. It's like Prosper's like that. A lot of the Frisco's like that. A lot of the surrounding areas where we live they still have some like ranches in between, which is so beautiful. We love that. But anyways, back to our story. So we visited in February. We were like, okay, like, we like this. Like, this feels good. Even though we weren't familiar with anything, we didn't really know anybody out here. We went back home to California and we kind of just knew. It was like an inward feeling from the Holy Spirit that we just knew, like, that's our next step. Like, we shared it with our oldest son, Alex, and we told him, like, we're going to be moving and we would love you to come. And it was like a serious, and we didn't really share it with anyone else publicly though, right? No, we went back home the end of February, March, April, May, June. 5 months later, we moved. So within 5 months of visiting Texas, we moved. We moved from California to Texas. And we landed in McKinney.
And that says a lot too, because we came when there was a storm. Things were closed. Nothing was open. People weren't around. You know, like, it was just like very, very light foot traffic of people. But what we saw was enough for us to be like, we like it. You know,
we love just the culture here in Texas. It's very different. It's very like everybody talks to everybody. It's not, you know, like if you go into stores, like people just start having conversations with you. Like, it's just so different. We love the friendly culture here.
Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Southern hospitality, yeah, so that's kind of our story, how we got here. People always ask us, and that's a question, a big question that like everybody wants to know. And even us, like when we meet people, we meet a lot of people here from other places who have migrated here, and we always ask each other, like, what brought you here? Because it's such a cool thing to hear of what caused you to leave your home state and come and start a new life. And so yeah, I love that we get to share our story with you guys, and we love Texas. We are just blessed and thankful to be here. And what they say is true. You know, they say don't mess with Texas. Like, it's true. Like, literally, don't mess with Texas.
Yeah.
And we love that. So yeah.
Great place to raise the family.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions,
really
leave them in the
place.
comments. We would be happy to answer them. We're in North Dallas. We're about 35 minutes from Dallas on the toll road. I think we're in a great location, right?
Yeah, I really like McKinney.
Yeah, we're in the process of believing God to buy our first home here, and so we're happy where we landed in McKinney. We're on the border of Frisco, close to Prosper, and we have been able to explore all of the areas, which is so nice and so helpful, because now when we actually plant roots, we are familiar and we know
it's a well thought out decision.
Yes, we know what we like, we know where we are, we're familiar, and so that has been such a blessing for us, right?
Yeah, because we have friends that's also moved from other places who purchased straight away. They just purchased and then moved out here, and now speaking to a handful of them, they don't like the traffic where they are. They don't like how far it is from certain places. So we feel like, you know, God totally guided our steps with the whole process of moving here, finding a place, because we found our place online as well. You know, we found it online.
We got our rental.
Yeah.
Like online. I'm sure there's a term for it, but I'm not familiar what the term is. But we didn't obviously come here to get the rental. We got the rental online and prayed for the best.
We found a realtor.
We did have a realtor.
We had a realtor, yeah. But the realtor was for home. Was she looking for homes for us?
No, she was helping us find rentals.
She was.
But we found this one. We found this on our own.
That's right. And then she came and looked at it for us.
Sorry.
Was that what?
That motorcycle was so loud.
Did she came and look at this one?
She was very gracious and came out and like made sure it was like a legitimate home, which I highly recommend. Like,
because we didn't know.
If you are considering moving from out of state or from California to Texas, and you're gonna get a home like on the fly online, I highly recommend you find someone that can go out and look at the home for you and make sure it's legit and all of that stuff, because she did a walkthrough for us, which was so helpful, because that gave us so much assurance. We just, you never know, people online be desperate. So anyways,
so that was good. A lot of these homes have schools close by.
A lot of the homes have schools in the neighborhoods, which is nice.
That's nice.
The Texas schools are good compared to other places. The teachers are very nice, and staff is so nice.
In our experience, we've had great teachers with the kids.
Yes,
and they really love the kids.
They're so sweet, and they're like, it's just like what you imagine teachers should be like, which is so nice. But yeah, so. Our kids are homeschooled though, because our kids were homeschooled before, and so they just like to be homeschooled, so we brought them back home.
So when we first got here, before starting to homeschool them, we tried the Texas public school. So that's how we got familiar with the teachers and the culture.
They didn't stay very long, but they stayed long enough that they were able to meet friends and get connected with teachers, and the teachers were so nice, and I really loved our experience. So that has been our experience with schools, but
just wasn't for our family though. So we brought them back home.
Because our kids were already homeschooled, so plays a big part.
What else is there to talk about? You have the toll roads.
How about adapting?
The toll roads. I don't like those toll roads.
The highways or the freeways here, they're different. They're different than California.
I mean, nothing takes long. Like in California, if you looked up something on the map and it said it's going to take you 10 minutes to get there, in California it's going to take you 30 to 45 minutes to get there. Something that says 10 minutes. But here, if it says 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes.
Everything is more spread out here, though. I will say that. That's different.
But
I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me.
There's no traffic unless you go to...
There's really no traffic unless you're in like Frisco.
Yeah, you go to Frisco.
Or like some parts of Prosper and out that way more. We don't really
and Dallas. And if you go to Dallas, Dallas is like a replica of LA. It's just like
Dallas has a lot of traffic, which is trash, and that's why we don't go there. We don't.
You just said it's trash?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. We don't do. We like just more chill. Like we're not trying to be in a high traffic area. Like I'm not into that. I'm good.
I like where we are because it's middle. It's
not too slow.
Not too slow,
but it's not too fast either. It's like right in the middle. Yeah. And adapting here has been easy in terms of Texas. Texas life has been easy. The biggest adaptation for us has been church life.
Is it adaptation or adoption?
Adaption?
Adoption?
I don't even know.
The biggest adoption?
Adoption.
Adaptation. Yeah, you're right. Adaptation.
Yeah, the biggest thing for us to adapt to has been like our church life. That's like a whole story for a whole nother video. But yeah. Other than that though, like Texas feel and just getting here and feeling out of place or getting here and feeling like, oh, this is awkward. No, we haven't experienced that at all. Since we got here, it felt right. It felt good. It felt smooth. It was seamless. The Lord just made the way and opened the way for us to get here so seamlessly. And so in that sense, hasn't been difficult to adapt to Texas life in general. But yeah.
Yeah, and the people that we meet have been great. Like the Texans, they've been great. You know.
You don't meet that many Texans though.
we don't meet that many.
I'm just kidding. A lot of the people we meet are not from here. Like I'm always excited when I meet an actual Texan. Like I'm like, wow, you're a Texan? Like we have some friends that are like Texans.
Yeah, we do have some really good friends who are Texans.
But a lot of people, if you're thinking about moving to Texas, just know a lot of people you're going to meet have also come here for the same reasons, prayerfully, hopefully. And they're from everywhere. Like we have friends right now from New York. We have friends from California.
Yeah, we have a lot of
California friends that we met here that we didn't know in California, which is so beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that's our story. We hope that maybe it brought some enlightenment. I don't know. But either way, we just wanted to share our story today on how we came to Texas, why we came to Texas.
Yeah, we have a YouTube video as well that shows us visiting Texas for the first time. If you haven't seen it.
We'll link it in the description if you haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps our page and give us a like. We would really, really appreciate it. And
it allows people to find us.
It'll help people find us. Yeah.
Get educated on stuff about Texas as well.
If other families from California are considering moving here,
or anywhere else. Yeah, but we are, because we are from California. Yes, California to Texas.
Like and subscribe and leave us a comment if you have a question on Texas or like what the transition is like, or if you need any tips, we would love to help you and the best that we can. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.
Peace.